It's me, Cappy. My mommy is the best. SuperMom will be next. She helps mommy. It looks my nose black. Your dick looks black. And this might go black. You wait for the straw. Brush. Get ready for It's Super Scrubby. Not Super Scrub.
Welcome to another episode of Healing for the Soul podcast, sponsored by myself, Robin Stoltman, with this being season number 6, episode number 19. If you are ever looking for a virtual assistant who can edit your social media content, grow your social medias, book clients, and much more that all businesses require, I highly recommend Sphere Rocket for all your virtual assistant needs. The link to Sphere Rocket is at the bottom of this episode. And before we get started, I'm your host, Robin Stoltman. And every week, I feature different guests to help you become the best version of yourself through different methods you may not have heard of or thought of. So make sure to like, subscribe, and share. Besides, keep coming back for more. So today, I am talking about one of the questions that I get quite often. Will hypnosis work for weight loss? Well, let's see. The weight loss industry is only an $805.9 billion industry as of 2024, with 10.2% of that from Ozempic. When people started hearing about it, people are like, oh, I want to hop on this GLP-1 and the Ozempic and all this diet weight loss schemes that don't work. See, people are always worried about the get-rich-quick schemes, but they're not really thinking get-rich-quick schemes don't exist, but they don't even look at the fact that weight loss schemes are out there. That's the reason why it's an $805.9 billion industry. Now, if that doesn't scream a weight loss scheme, a get-rich-quick scheme for the doctors, not for you, I don't know what else does. They don't work. Now, if these weight loss schemes actually worked, everybody would be skinny. But there's a problem in this, that I can guarantee that 99% of all those diet get-rich, or see, I'm getting the diet get-rich-quick. The diet weight loss schemes, why they don't work, I can guarantee 99% of them, they leave out one crucial, very crucial detail. You want to know what they leave out? They leave out the power of your mind, your thought process, your habits, your behaviors. They're trying to change them consciously. So consciously, that's 5% logic, reasoning, and willpower. The 5% logic, you know why you want to lose weight. You want to look good. You want to feel better. Perhaps you want to chase your kids down because they're wild little monkeys that just run around. I'm just saying some days. Then you've got this reasoning. Well, I know that if I lose weight, I know my clothes will be cheaper at the store. And then the food will be cheaper. Getting some logic in there. Willpower. I can do this. I'm going to start my diet January 1st. Come on, people. It doesn't actually happen. You know that. You've been trying the same thing every single January 1st for how many years? Or, like what I've done before, I'm going to start it tomorrow. Tomorrow doesn't come. So while tomorrow never comes, we only have today, this very moment. That's why it's called the present, because the past has already happened. Where I'm going with this is I'm going to show you something why people that believe that these weight loss schemes, why they believe that they work, but then they truly don't work. It's because you've been programmed to believe that the problem is outside of you. The program is inside you. It's inside your head. All problems, 95% of your problems actually exist in your head, not on the outside. There's a shocking statistic that nobody will share with you because they're money hungry, greedy. I mean, doctors, therapists, coaches, weight loss places, they're greedy SOBs. I tell you what, they're not going to tell you the truth why you can't lose weight. They're not going to tell you that you need to change your habits, your behaviors. Sure, they'll say logically you can. That's why you started your diet this morning and you know dang well by 6 o'clock tonight you've already ate a whole bunch of whole foods and ding dongs and whatever else you normally eat. Because you can't do it on your own. And I'm going to tell you why you can't do it on your own and why you won't be able to do it on your own to lose weight permanently. I'm not talking about the quick fix, 10 pounds, that's all you got to lose. I'm talking real, actual, permanent weight loss that goes and stays away. Nobody's going to really tell you that. You got to use your mind, your hypnosis. You got to use your mind, your subconscious mind to work with you to get what you want instead of what you don't want. Okay? This is why they make so much money off of suckers until we figure out, hey, you know what? I got the power within myself. And I said suckers, yes, because I used to be one of them too. And then I learned and I'm like, oh, wait a minute, no. So I'm going to go through this. We have got the primitive mind, okay? For those of you who can't see my screen, in the primitive mind, we have anxiety, procrastination, and depression. We are born with those inside of us. They're also known as the fight, flight, freeze mechanism, the survival part of our brain. We're all born with that. We need anxiety because anxiety tells you, get out of here. You don't need to be in here. You need to go. That's the anxiety. That's that fight response. The flight, which is your depression, says, I can't do this. This is too much. This is overwhelming. I just can't do it. But your doctors make money off of both of those situations. Now, procrastination, that said freeze. I don't know what to do. So you don't do anything. Okay? Now, the other part is we're only born with two fears, falling and loud noises. The rest we learn through association, which is we learn from others. I'm scared of snakes. You're scared of snakes. Who knew? Did the snake actually do anything? I don't know. But what I do know is, hey, I learned that fear from you. You had it, so now I have to have it too. And we learn that from the time of conception to 8 years old. We also learn our fears. The other part of fears is through experience. I'm scared of big dogs. I've had the experience of big dogs. They're scary. It's an examples that I'm giving you. So we've got those in the primitive mind. That's the survival mechanism within our brains. Okay, we all have it. But again, they like to make money off of people who don't understand or don't know who they truly are. And they don't generally do research. They don't do any of these things. They just accept the minor deity or major deity of the MDs as absolute truth. Because you were programmed from conception to 8 years old that doctors knew everything, your therapists know everything, and you know absolutely nothing. And we've learned that because in schools too, it's the exact same concept. If you look at the system as a whole, there's a reason why it's set up to make a person fail. Even the $805.9 billion weight loss industry from 2024. So much they spent. There's a lot of suckers out there. I mean, a lot of people out there trying to do something that won't work permanently. What I'm using is a tool that is permanent weight loss without surgery. I've had weight loss surgery. I've been on Atkins. I've been on Slim Fast. I've been on you name it. I've pretty much been on it for a diet, okay? So I know exactly what I'm talking about. But here's what they won't tell you. You can use all the logic, reasoning, and willpower you want. Again, I want to chase my kids. I want to feel better. I want to look good. I want to look good for summer. I want to be in a bikini. We'll go as far as saying that little silly thing that we've told ourselves. I want to do all that. I got 5%. I can do it. I'm never eating another piece of cheese again. I'm never eating another piece of wheat for the rest of my life. Because I don't eat sweets, so I'm trying to think of something else. That's why I usually say ho-hos and ding-dongs, because I'm like, that's what I know, that there's some of that food from Little Debbie. I'm just saying. Like, because I don't eat sweets, unless it's chocolate, and only that. I very much watch how much I eat, very carefully. So even in that, what I'm getting at, well, actually, we can use chocolate as a great example. We'll use chocolate as an example. Logic, reasoning, willpower. You know why you shouldn't eat that chocolate? Because chocolate's going to make you fat. It gives you pimples. It's caffeine in it. And it tastes good. So you know that's why you want to eat the chocolate. You know you deserve the chocolate. Come on, you worked really hard today. You deserve the chocolate. You're telling yourself all these things. You got two voices inside your head. You've got the subconscious mind that's 95% of your habits, your behaviors, your memories, your emotions, your beliefs. Oh my God, the chocolate is so good. I need chocolate just because I'm a woman. I'm a chocolate. I need chocolate just because it makes me happy. It reminds me of my mom. It reminds me of my dad. It reminds me of my grandma. It reminds me of someone important to me. I need chocolate is what your brain says. Because subconsciously, that's a belief, that's a habit, that's behavior, that's an emotion. Subconscious mind always wins 100% of the time. Okay, 95% of the time. Over your logic, reasoning, willpower. I want to eat the chocolate because it tastes good. Logic says, yeah, but we're going to get fat. I'm not going to do it tomorrow. Okay, well, you know what? Subconsciously, you already programmed that tomorrow you're going to eat the damn chocolate. But yet you can't help yourself. You can't help yourself with this food addiction you got going on, okay? Because subconsciously, that's what's running the show. You want anything out of life, you got to work at it subconsciously. That's why when you go see the shrinks, you see the doctors, you see all these people, they're never going to tell you these things because they are not trained in human behavior to understand the subconscious mind. And I've met plenty of psychologists. And you know, it's kind of funny. They're kind of called Psycho the Rapists. Look at their thing. I can't make that up. You can't make that up. You just can't. But what I'm getting at is that these psychotherapists that are the Psycho the Rapists, spell it out. Anyway, what they have never understood is truly the power of the subconscious mind to get the changes. Because if what they had worked, everybody, their problems would be gone. 95% of everybody's problems in their life would be gone if they dealt with it at the subconscious level, which is the root of all of the problems in life. You see, you want to be able to lose the weight. When you think about losing your keys, what's the first thing you got to go do? You look for them. You got to go find them. So in that looking and finding for your keys, your brain, your subconscious mind has already been programmed positively because it's an experience it's already had. I lose something, I need to go find it. I lost 10 pounds. You sure did. You found 20. This diet isn't working. You're sure right it's not, because you told yourself that you lost 10 pounds and now you're gained 20. Well, this weight loss scheme didn't work. Well, of course not, because you didn't change your behaviors, you didn't change your patterns, you didn't change your memory, you didn't change any of those things, so of course it's not going to work. But what they see is another person that's out there gullible to go do it again, because they don't teach you these things. Because again, if anybody taught you these things, there's a reason why I'm so passionate and fired up and wired up about it. have had the experiences. And I can tell you, they don't want you to know how powerful you are. Because if you really knew how powerful your mind is, if you truly understood it, if you truly believed it, you would understand that you've been lied to your entire life, that you've been kept in this matrix, that you've been kept inside a box by everybody who means well, but nobody who's actually doing anything in life important in their life enough to understand, to go think outside the box. I've always been an outside the box thinker. Literally all my report cards, can you just get this child to think inside the box? No, I can't. I don't have the ability to think inside the damn box. I'd be the first person. Why are we going in a box? Just saying. You can tell I'm very passionate about what I do because I'm tired of people getting lied to. That's why I make so many jokes or things that people are like, why did you say that? For a simple reason, because I used to be one of them. And when I discovered the truth, I was like, oh my gosh, everybody needs this. Problem is, not everybody wants the truth. A lot of people just want to sugarcoat it. I don't sugarcoat. So we're going with this logic, reason, willpower. Time of conception to 8 years old. You were programmed from birth. Doctors knew everything. They're the major deities, MDs in your life. They're the ones who know everything and you know nothing. You've been programmed. Your teachers know everything and you know nothing. You've been programmed that other adults that don't got their act together, don't got their life together, know more than you. You've been programmed that since birth. Okay? We've all been programmed that, even myself included. And then one day you do hypnosis. You start getting on this healing journey, and then you really realize nobody has their shit together. They like to act like they do, but they really don't. And then they sit there and they come across as all egotistical. I'm just saying, I'm telling you how it is. And when people are doing this, they're projecting what they see in themselves onto other people. So in this projection, we're getting a logic, reason, willpower that you can't do something. Okay? You know dang well you're not going to stop eating the chocolate. You know dang well that you're going to have problems with your weight because you've always had problems with your weight, because your family has always had problems with their weight. Everybody's in your family is a diabetic. Everybody in the family is heavy. Because everybody in the family keeps using that generalization as a lazy excuse as to why they're not doing anything. It's called change of subconscious behavior patterns. Change your habits. Drink more water. Exercise. Get off the couch and move. Get off your phone and move. It's not that difficult. Yet, you know you're supposed to do those things. Logic, reason, willpower says you know that you're supposed to do these things. But why aren't you doing them? Dang it, I'm so mad at myself, is what you're saying to yourself. Why can't I just do it? I just go pop a pill and the weight will come up. I go do weight loss surgery and the weight will just come up. I go do Ozempic, the weight will come up. Just go do these things. You do them. Look at you, you failed. You failed. You couldn't keep it off long term. Now could you? You couldn't keep that weight off long term. If you wanted to hire somebody to liposuction your entire body, you still couldn't keep that weight off. Now, could you? Because the problem was they never told you that the habits, beliefs, your memory, your behaviors, your emotions is the real culprit. Why you're stuck. Because again, they make money off of people who don't understand these things. They don't make money off of people like myself who understand this. They can't make money off of people like me because I'm like, I know better, so I do better. And then I teach other people and I help other people with these things. So we're going to take this critical mind conception to 8 years old. You were programmed, chocolate tastes really good. When I got off the school bus, I got chocolate cookies. I got programmed. I'm just giving examples right here. I'm trying to think. M&Ms were good. They melt in your mouth, not in your hand. Like, you're programmed to all these good things about chocolate. When I'm breaking up, you need chocolate. When you've had a heartbreak, you need chocolate. Because sugar numbs the brain. That's why you want sugar. It's because you are experiencing an emotional numbing that you want, which sugar is a great way to numb your emotions of anger, abandonment, worthlessness, low self-confidence. It does a lot of things, sugar does. It numbs. There's a reason why when you get a baby boy circumcised, there's a reason why they give them sugar water. They give them sugar water because the sugar water makes it so they don't feel the pain. Literally, sugar blocks the pain receptors in your brain. So when you're consuming sugar, which is in everything, your brain can't feel. That's why people that are switching, they're going to social media, they're watching TV, because you're trying to run away from your programs, and that's unknown. So in your brain, it's healthy to scroll on social media for hours on end. It's healthy in your brain to have sugar because you were programmed that from what you saw, heard, taste, touched, felt, smelt as a child. Okay? So when we're working with hypnosis for weight loss, we're going to take all the reasons why you want to logically, reasoning, willpower, why you want to lose weight. And again, we don't call it weight loss because you're going to go find it. So it's not weight loss, you're releasing, because releasing is, I'm letting this go. The only people that want to have the weight come back are the ones that keep saying weight loss. You're the only ones that keep wanting to have it come back. Like, why would you program yourself that? Oh, right, because you would never program yourself that. You were never told that your words matter. Everything in this world matters. What you say to yourself 100% matters. You get that programming as a child. So we're going to go with some examples from my own life, okay? I was programmed as a child by my mother, who is obese. She's had weight loss surgery. She's kept it off. But she's had the consequences of health problems as a result of it. Can't fix what you didn't want to anyway. Subconsciously, it's a known in my brain that I've been fat. There's family members that are fat, that are obese, okay? It's programmed into me that we're all fat, even though some of them aren't fat. I'm just saying, a lot of them aren't. We're programmed to believe that there's diabetes, type 2 in the family, even though I've overcame that and I don't even have it. I stopped the progression of type 2 diabetes on my own, thank you very much, because I changed my behaviors, I changed my habits, I changed my lifestyle. So I have every right to be happy and proud about it. Now, those are all knowns in my brain, that there people are heavy in the family, there's diabetes in the family, there's all this other stuff in the family, okay? So I'm programmed to believe this. I see this in the family, okay? So that's adding more proof to the subconscious mind, okay? Then also, I'm programmed to believe that it's just the diet. In my case, it was just the diet. It was not. Here's what I found out. Anything that the brain has never experienced, it runs away from. That's called the fear of unknown. That's all anxiety is. The fear of unknown, nothing more, nothing less. And the doctors make money off of people who have anxiety because they don't know that it's normal. Okay? I understand that some people have it to where it's bad for them because they lack the skills for self-regulation of their emotions, meaning they don't know how to handle their emotions. So then they end up thinking this anxiety is this big bad thing that's going to kill them because that's what the body tells you because you've never had the experience. So that also classifies as worry, which 365 times do not be afraid in the Bible. Just saying, putting it out there. So the body, the subconscious mind, runs away from anything that it has never experienced. Well, funny thing is, you used to be 150 pounds at one time, because you can't be 250 pounds without first experiencing what life was like at 150 pounds. Can you not? Nope. So now you're 300 pounds. Hell, we'll go as far as 400 pounds, okay? You've never had the experience, supposedly, in your adult life at 150 pounds. Your subconscious mind knows what you felt like at 150 pounds. It also knows what you feel like at your current weight, which you feel like crap. You're worn out, you're tired all the time, you're eating a lot of sugar, you're doing stuff that isn't healthy, you're consuming a lot of caffeine, which, fun fact here, a lot of people with anxiety would go away 100% if they'd stop the damn caffeine. Just saying. There's a reason why I will never touch an energy drink. I will never touch any of those things. I have caffeine, I'll limit it to once a day, and that's it for a cup of coffee. Once a day. Because caffeine is a stimulant, it gets you to want to eat more. It doesn't just have this go up where you're full of energy, then crash, and it affects your heart 100%, yes. But also with that caffeine and with these energy drinks, you're killing yourself. Just a longer time. You're just letting yourself die over time. But anyway, the brain runs away from anything it does not know. So logic, reason, willpower. I want to be able to lose weight. I want to be able to have time with my kids. I want to be able to go experience things. What I do using hypnosis is we take that 5% of your reasons why you want to release. Remember, release is let go. Let go of the weight. We take that. I want to feel good for my kids. I want to live longer. Those mothers, I'll do anything for my kids. Really? Then why aren't you actually losing weight? Why aren't you improving yourself? You want your kids to be confident? Why aren't you confident? Your kids will never have what you lack. What you don't have, your kids will not have. Okay? That includes confidence. Okay? They're never going to have that because you have to have it yourself. If you don't got it, guess what? Kids ain't going to have it. My kids, thank God, will have confidence, lots of it. So we're going to take, I want to be able to lose weight because I want to feel good. I want to be able to run after my kids when they're running out the door. I want to be able to take and feel good again. To be able to wear sexy clothes. Come on, my clothes would be cheaper. Food would be a lot cheaper. The food bill. Oh my gosh, the amount of food that a person eats. Oh, that could go way down. Cut your grocery bill in half, I tell you what. You gotta bypass this critical mind filter from the time of conception to 8 years old. You gotta be able to break through that barrier that says everybody in the family was fat. Nobody in the family is skinny. You're not going to be able to do this. Come on. You're really joking about this weight loss thing. You're not going to be able to do it. You know exercise hurts. Remember the last time we went to the gym? Oh, yeah. Remember the last time we went to go work out and we got hurt? Somebody laughed at us. Whatever excuse your brain is giving you, you know what they are. It's all knowns to your brain. Even if it's a bad experience, just because you've had the experience, the brain sees it as good. It's a positive. It doesn't matter what it is, the brain still sees it as very much a positive. Again, the negative is the brain will run away from anything it's never experienced. I don't know what it feels like to be confident and 150 pounds. The brain's going to run away from that. It knows what it felt like at 150 pounds, but it doesn't know what it feels like to be confident at 150 pounds. The brain doesn't know what it's like to be, 225 pounds and not be raped, sexually abused. The brain doesn't know what that feels like, so that's an unknown, which in my case that's happened. So my brain says, okay, we need to protect Robin so that next time this happens, because the brain's always planning, it's a recognition machine of patterns, behaviors, it picks it up. So the next time Robin's at 2.25, we got to make sure she gains weight. The next time Robin is at 250 pounds, we better put on some weight. Because at 225 pounds when she got raped, oh yeah, that's right. That was bad. That was dangerous. That was a bad thing, which it is. However, that's still a positive to the brain. Again, it's an experience. It's had it. It knows it. So when I go to lose weight at 225 pounds, 250 pounds, my brain says, danger, danger, danger. We're at 2.25. We're 250. Danger, danger, danger. Oh, wait a minute. At 260 pounds, we weren't raped. Nothing bad happened at 260 pounds. So I'm just going to plateau at this 260 pounds. Because 260 pounds is safe. I never got hurt there. So then you've been doing all this weight loss schemes. You get down to 260 pounds. Your body says this is safe. You hit 250 pounds. Oh, I look good. People start making comments about how good your weight loss is doing. They're complimenting you on these things. All of a sudden, the bad patterns that your brain already has as a known of, oh, wait a minute. Subconsciously, because you don't know them consciously, subconsciously, I got hurt at 250 pounds. Subconsciously, I got hurt at 225 pounds. I got hurt at 150 pounds. I got to put this back on. Because if I don't protect myself, nobody else is going to. And see, the subconscious mind, the whole point of the anxiety, procrastination, depression, fear of falling, loud noises, the whole point of that survival mechanism in your brain is to keep you alive at any and all costs. It does not care how it has to protect you or keep you alive. This is why drug addicts, alcoholics, people that are addicted to seeing doctors, this is the reason why. Is simply because that primitive part, the survival mechanism in your brain, does not care what you do to get that next hit. It does not care what you do to get the next time you want attention. It does not care at all whatsoever what it has to do to protect itself. It needs to stay alive at any and all costs. The problem is, when you want to go change it, that's why you can't. You simply can't. That's why the weight loss industry is an $805.9 billion industry. You're the one that's losing. The doctors and everybody that are trained in medicine make money off of people because they don't teach you that your thoughts, your habits, your behavior, everything you've ever experienced is the root cause for why you're not able to do something in your life. So when I'm using hypnosis, I'm using a tool like that, and you're getting back your power. Guess what happens? The brain says, oh, wait a minute, hold on, wait a minute. We caught the fact that you're drinking more water like you said you wanted to drink. Oh, that's a positive. We caught that you are not eating chocolate anymore. Oh, that's another positive. Wait a minute, slow down. Hold on a minute here. We didn't discuss this. Because what if you get rid of chocolate? And what if grandma really sends us chocolate? Who cares? The problem is the subconscious mind does care. It's going to start bringing up what we call resistance. Everybody has resistance. Nobody wants a change. Come on, the subconscious mind has to burn insulin, which is sugar. Again, we go back to sugar. The brain has to burn sugar in order to make a change, and it does not want to do that. Again, sugar numbs. Sugar feels good. It's safe to the brain. That's why being on your phone scrolling for hours, being on the TV for hours on end is a positive to your brain, okay? So we're getting to all of this. Subconsciously, now you're starting to reject, resist, whatever you want to call it. The hypnosis isn't working. Well, because you realize for the fact that your brain said, oh, hold on, wait a minute. When I've been at 225 pounds before, I got raped. Subconscious mind says, oh, wait a minute. We were doing good with hypnosis. We were doing good, but then we hit 225 pounds. Now all of a sudden it's scary. We can't do this anymore. Because you got to work on that part of the trauma that came up now that's signaling to your brain, stop, wait a minute, hold on, we're resisting. We don't want to do this. So when we work on that in hypnosis, the brain, once it's worked on the trauma, once it's worked on that issue, guess what it does? It says, ding, 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 it's a positive, it's a known that I can and I am safe to be 2.25. I am safe to be 150 pounds. I am safe. And then the weight comes off. It just magically falls off. And you're able to keep it off. Because you see, once again, habits, the behaviors, your beliefs, your emotions. That's why people say that they're not emotional eaters. Well, guess what? I've met plenty of people that are skinny. They're emotional eaters too. How do I know that to be true? Because they've seen what a fat person has gone through, and in their brain, they saw the bad things about being fat, the overhangs, the bat wings. They've seen it. I don't want that. So then they don't eat, which when you don't eat, lo and behold, your body holds on to it because it thinks it's in starvation mode. So in my case, reason why I'm heavier than I'd like, outside of being pregnant, repeatedly for the last 11 and a half years, where I'm going at is, in my case, when you restrict food, you restrict your calories, you restrict your amount of water, your body is doing what it's programmed down here in the primitive mind. Again, the survival mechanism to do whatever it needs to stay alive, including holding on to food and water. When you don't eat enough, when you don't eat you can eat 3 snacks a day and 3 meals a day. It's going to hold on to it because I don't know the next time I'm going to get food. I don't know the next time I'm going to get water. So I'm going to hold on to it. And guess what happens? You swell. And guess what else happens? You put on the weight. Because your subconscious mind holds the key to everything that you are. So I know this was helpful. And yes, I do have a little bit of not sugarcoating. Not a little bit. I don't sugarcoat. Because sugarcoating doesn't help anybody. I'm just saying. Could I say some of this stuff nicer? Yes, but if I would have had someone like myself, I tell you right now, if I would have had me in my 20s, a lot of stuff would have never happened. Also, if I would have known about this, a psychotherapist, a psychologist are making money off of people like myself who did that shit for 16 years and didn't get any better, but then I did hypnosis and boom, within 5 years of doing hypnosis, I kid you not, PTSD, gone. Medications, gone. Depression, gone. Infertility, gone. Let's see, fibromyalgia, gone. Neck pain, gone. Let's see what else I've had. C-sections, guess what? They don't hurt when I use hypnosis. I'm much better, much faster. Why do you think I'm able to have babies right now without problems? Because the power of our mind. Our mind can override hormones. That's how I overcame PCOS. I'm just saying. You can override your body by using food as your first line of defense of changing the habits, changing the behaviors. Okay? The other is your mind. work with your mind. And nobody's going to be able to do that because they're not trained. They're trained, actually, what I was told by psychologists and by social workers who are the mental health workers nowadays, because they didn't go to actual school for helping a person. The social worker mental health ones, here's what they do. They don't teach you how to do these things on their own, because if they did, they'd be out of a job. I teach people how to do these things on their own without me, because I empower people. I want people to feel better now instead of waiting months and years down the road. Hence why I've always stuck by this exact same program that I have, which is I don't want people around months and years. It's not that I don't like anybody, because I do. Actually, I've only liked about 8 of my clients that I've had over the years. What I liked about those people were that they were willing to do the work. It's not that hard to listen to a 15-minute recording in between sessions. It's not that difficult, but for some people it is, because they don't want to really change. People who are self-motivated, driven to change, want the actual result. They do pay top dollar, and they're willing to do the work on themselves, including the homework that I give them, because I want people to succeed. If you can't tell anything about my podcast, from the time I started back in 2019 to 2025, reason why I brought it back was because I love helping people. I love helping people so much. It's not that I'm a charity where I give it away for free, but one of the reasons why I brought it back was because of the people that I got to interact with. The methods that I was learning from other people that I know will make an impact for others. If I had known the things that I know now, back in my 20s, I wouldn't have done half the stuff that I've done. I would have never believed the doctors. I would have never seen a shrink that actually didn't do a damn thing for me. I mean, I had medications. I haven't been on any medication since 2018 when Lester was born. And even at that, when I took the bottle of Zoloft, I didn't take the whole bottle like I was going to, but that's where my story for healing for the soul really started. That I was sick and tired of the medical care system. That's nothing more than a damn joke. Keep people sick. They don't help anybody. If they actually did help anybody, I'm not talking about OBs, because they do help. The OBs do help. But I'm talking the regular medical doctor. You go to them. They say you need to lose weight. Great. I already knew that. So what are you doing to help me with that? You're going to give me a prescription. You're going to give me a shot. Great. Do you know what this is going to do long-term to my body? No, and we don't care. The weight's going to come back anyway. What I learned in all of this is it's heartbreaking that people care more about the dollars they can suck from somebody than actually helping somebody succeed. And that's where I am completely different, because I want people to succeed. I live for people to succeed, including myself and my children and other people around me. If anything, that's the one thing that I do get irritated about. I get irritated with people who don't really want to change. How could you not want better for yourself? How could you not want to have a life of abundance, joy, happiness, peace, prosperity? How could you not want that? There's something wrong with you mentally when you don't want those things. And I'm telling you the truth how it is, not from my own eyes, but from the experiences I've seen of other people. Why would anybody want to be miserable? Why would anybody purposely want that? But then again, we go back to the subconscious mind. Again, it's a positive to that person who never experienced joy. So they want to blame, shame, and hurt other people because it's enjoyment to them in their sick ways of what they were taught from the time of conception to 8 years old. But it's really heartbreaking for people like myself when I see these doctors, these professionals, so-called professionals, doing these things that are harming people. And it really breaks my heart. And that's why I said, you know what? Sure, I could take and make more money from people by never teaching them the skills of hypnosis. I could make a lot more money by teaching people, or not teaching people, but by never teaching people how to do the self-hypnosis. Make more money by not teaching people how to do certain skills like the tapping like how to break free from their actual habits, from the cravings, from different things that they're dealing with. I could make a lot more money if I never showed anybody those things. I could make a lot more if I took people and I told them, I'm not going to give you a recording, because I learned the value of my own recordings on my own. And I can tell you those recordings do exactly what I said that they will do, which makes it so you don't ever have to keep coming back to me for that same problem. If we're dealing with one problem, for example, anxiety, you don't have to keep coming back to me for the rest of your life for anxiety. There's no pill popping. And all of the results that I have seen from people, it is absolutely beautiful. Because at the end of my life, because I'm living to 100, I'm just saying it, I'm living to 100. Speak what I want to have happen. At the end of my life, you know what I get to say? I get to say how many people that I got to help. How many people, their lives were changed because I decided to go against the grain of worshiping the dollar, saying, you know what, I'm going to put profits ahead of actually helping people like the other people do. I actually want people to succeed, and I don't care if I don't have people long term. I really don't. What I care about is, did I help them? Are they better because of the skills that I have, that I was trained in? Are they better? Did they get what they want? Were they able to have that baby that they wanted? Will they be able to succeed in life the way that they wanted? Are they getting the results? Because I honestly would not be able to sleep with myself, be myself, if I thought like a lot of people in this world about how much money can I soak out of this person. I'm listening to them complain about their damn problems. Meanwhile, I want to go jump off a bridge. Hence why I don't do talk therapy. That's why I have not enjoyed some of my clients, because it's like, do you realize that I'm not a talk therapist? Talk therapist is go talk about your problems, go bitch about your problems, not actually fix your problems. And you just keep talking about them. Nobody wants to hear you complain about your problems. I want to know, what are you doing to fix your problems? What's the solutions? What are you working on? What are you going to do to make sure that happens? And if you're not using hypnosis, you're not using NLP, guess what? The problem that you have, it's just going to stay there. And there's nothing that you can do about it. You can pray all you want, because I've done that. I've done a lot of praying. And I'm telling you right now, the best hypnosis sessions have been the ones where I've used the Bible, because then you're putting in the beliefs directly into that subconscious mind that says, you know what? This has happened. Because even in the Bible itself, it says to take, and when you say that I am weak, say I am strong. To call things as though they've already happened. Because when you're seeing all these other people, they're just keeping you stuck in the problem. Because when you focus on the problem, that problem grows. That's why I decided not to go into the infertility groups, because when I had infertility, one of the things was I felt bad about myself, felt disappointed. I'm like, it wasn't happening yet. They didn't have Facebook back then, which was okay with me. But I'm just saying, now when I've gone into those groups, it's all this poor me. You cannot have a poor me and attract a baby. You cannot have poor me and get rid of depression. You can't have poor me and have money. You can't, because you push it away, because the subconscious mind says that's scary. If I had money, that's scary. If I lost weight, that's scary. Again, I gave you the examples. And so if you get anything out of today's episode on Healing from the Soul podcast, if you get one thing, I want you to understand this. I want you to understand that you are wonderfully and fearfully made. It's out of Jeremiah. I cannot remember exactly what chapter and verse. But here's what I know. Everything that you have ever wanted in your entire life is right between your ears. It's within you. And I know that is a fact. It is true. It is 100% true. Everything you've ever wanted inside in your life is inside of you. It's not on the outside, because if it was on the outside, you'd be skinny, you'd be rich, and you would be healthy. You would have everything you've ever wanted on the outside. But you're not going to until you fix between your ears. You have to fix your programming. You have to fill it up with good. And if you're not doing that, you will never succeed. You will never have anything good in your life. It's impossible. And I can tell you that it's impossible, because even in the Bible itself, it says repent. And true repentance is changing your behaviors, your mind. That's what repentance is. You don't do the same behaviors. You don't have the same mindset. That's what repentance is. If you really want to know what it is. And I see too many people, oh, I forgave, I repented. No, you haven't. Because where's the behaviors? Where's the mindset? If it's in the same spot, you're not changed at all whatsoever. What you're saying is that you're a hypocrite, is what you're calling yourself. And I'm not sorry if this episode was too much for some people out there, but it's the right message, because I will never be able to say the wrong thing to the right person or the right thing to the wrong person, however that is. I'm sorry if I got that part wrong. But I'm just saying, if you can't tell that I'm very passionate about the work that I do and helping people, if you can't tell that, that's fine. You don't have to listen to Healing for the Soul podcast. But here's what I do know, is that deep down inside, that you wish that you had somebody else that would have helped you. You wish deep down inside somebody would have explained to you why you're failing at weight loss. You wish that somebody would have told you everything that I just told you, so it would save you years of your life that was wasted on the diet schemes. So you would have been able to save money on those weight loss schemes, because everybody's like, oh, get rich quick scheme. Nobody told you about the weight loss scheme that you've fallen for too many times. And again, I'm one of those people, but at the same time, I decided I'm not going to do hypnosis for weight loss right now, because that's something I don't want to do. It's not my prerogative with all the children that I've been having. Have I used it to increase my water intake? Yes. Have I used it to change some of the things in my diet? Yes. Do I have a problem with exercising? No. So what I'm doing is I'm using the tools that I have, and I'm doing it slow, because slow and steady wins the race. There's a reason why that story of the turtle and the rabbit, why the turtle won, because the rabbit was going too fast. Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up, let's go. And then the turtle won, because when you do anything slow, steady, consistent, like hypnosis for weight loss, it will work. In fact, 95% of the people that have used hypnosis for weight loss keep it off. They never have to use another diet scheme, a weight loss scheme, for the rest of their life for that reason, even after they have a baby. So I hope that this show was very helpful. I know that it was very helpful for you. Be sure to like, subscribe, comment, and share Healing for the Soul podcast with everybody you know. And I encourage you to follow myself, Robin Stoltman, on social media. Thank you for your time and energy while listening to today's episode of Healing for the Soul podcast.
That's all for now, folks. Make sure you subscribe. Tap that follow button. Subscribe. Quack, quack. Bye-bye. Wow, next time. Now you got it.